If someone told you that the biggest problem with electric cars was never range, would you believe them? Well, that's exactly what's starting to become clear now, in 2026, with the emergence of the Tesla Model 2. For years, the industry fueled the fear of running out of battery as if it were the main culprit. But what if all of that was just a smokescreen? What really bothered drivers wasn't the number of miles, but the wasted time waiting for a slow recharge and the scares in winter, when the battery lost up to 30% of its capacity without warning. This is the kind of detail that few people talked about, but that every electric car owner felt firsthand. Now, imagine this. You're driving a Model 2 with a 250-mile range, and it fully recharges in under 10 minutes. Sounds like science fiction, but it's not. That's the point that changes everything. Because, let's face it, who cares about 30 or 40 miles less if the charging time is so short you barely finish your coffee? The discomfort has always been about the time stuck to the charger, not about how many kilometers you still had on the odometer. The range anxiety, at its core, was fueled by limited batteries, not by the electric vehicle concept itself. Lithium, as revolutionary as it may have been at the beginning, has started to show its flaws. Besides being expensive, it ages poorly. It takes almost an hour to fully charge and hates the cold. In states like Minnesota or mountainous regions, performance drops so much that it feels like a different car. And the worst part is knowing that, after a few years, you may have to spend more than $15,000 to replace the battery. That's without even mentioning the frustration of seeing your range silently shrink year after year. It's like buying a car with an expiration date, and nobody tells you that in the commercials. Meanwhile, advertising always shifted the blame to the driver. You should plan your stops better. Use the app to find stations. Update your software. Siki. But the problem was never the driver. It was the lithium. We got used to the idea that waiting 40 minutes was the new normal, and that losing 30% of the range in the cold was the price to pay for being modern. But something started to change, and that something is at the heart of the Tesla Model 2. What's most curious is realizing how the entire industry followed this path as if there were no alternative. Ford, GM, Volkswagen, they all bet on lithium as if it were the only possible solution. And, for a long time, it really seemed to be. But then Elon Musk decided to break that pattern. And it wasn't just a change in chemistry, it was a change in mindset. The Model 2 isn't just a new car. It's a statement. The future of electric vehicles no longer needs to accept uncomfortable compromises. It's interesting to consider how the narrative can be shaped by technological limitations. Autonomy became the focus because it was the only thing one could proudly offer. But that's now reversed. Instead of focusing on distance, the new center of the discussion is time. Charging time, battery lifespan, time you gain back for your life. And in this new game, those still betting on lithium are already starting at a loss. And it's no wonder that traditional automakers are worried. While most automakers are still trying to squeeze more performance out of old lithium batteries, Tesla is surprising the world with a bold move, abandoning this outdated chemistry altogether. In its place, two promising options emerge that until recently seemed far from reality: aluminum-ion and sodium-ion batteries. And this is not just theory. Leaked internal documents reveal that tests with 60 kWh sodium batteries are already underway, with impressive details: 20,000 complete charge and discharge cycles. If this is confirmed, it's like driving 3 million miles without worrying about degradation. Just to give you an idea, most current electric cars start showing wear around 2,000 or 3,000 cycles. The jump is so big, it's almost tempting to doubt. But when it comes to Tesla, especially in mid-2026, it's hard to ignore. Elon Musk's philosophy isn't about making empty promises at conferences to excite investors. It's about getting your hands dirty, testing on the road, and really burning rubber. And the Model 2 is proof of that. Not only does it break with lithium, but it's already ready to retire the old concepts of limitation that so irritated early electric drivers. What makes aluminum so promising is its rare combination of charging speed, longevity, and thermal safety. While most cars still rely on heavy cooling systems and fireproofing, aluminum operates in a naturally stable manner. This means fewer parts, less weight, and less chance of catastrophic explosions. A real fear among those closely following the silent recalls of lithium batteries. Furthermore, aluminum costs 6 times less than lithium per ton. If it sounds good so far, it gets even better. Sodium enters the scene as the economic wild card. Although slightly less efficient than aluminum, it has an absurd advantage. It's even cheaper. Much cheaper. Tesla's strategy seems clear. Use aluminum for those who want premium performance and durability, and sodium for those who want the lowest possible price without sacrificing safety and charging speed. This two-pronged approach puts the company ahead of all others in terms of market flexibility. It's as if they were assembling an army of batteries to suit any budget and any type of driver. But it's important to understand that this revolution isn't just happening on paper. Tests with sodium and aluminum fuel cells are already underway in real vehicles on the streets of California, under strong sun and sub-zero temperatures. They're not waiting for the lab's approval. They're putting the cars into reality, vibrating, shaking, freezing, and heating them, all to ensure that when the Model 2 finally hits the streets in 2026, it will be ready for any challenge. And everything indicates that it will be. And there's more. With this new generation of batteries, charging time drops to levels that seem unbelievable. 10 minutes for a full charge. Not partial, full. While other EVs still proudly announce 80% in 30 minutes, Tesla is about to make that number obsolete. This changes everything because it removes the feeling of being tethered to a cable for the driver. Charging ceases to be a lengthy ritual and becomes a quick, almost imperceptible pause. And when this experience becomes natural, the electric car finally begins to compete on equal footing with the old, noisy combustion engine. Many people look at the technical specifications and are shocked, but the energy density of aluminum is lower than that of lithium. And in fact, in pure numbers, that's true. A lithium-ion battery pack in the Model 3 delivers around 250 to 270 Wh, while aluminum packs range between $160 and $200 Wh. That seems like a big disadvantage, right? But this comparison, as it's done, doesn't tell the whole story. And that's where things start to get much more interesting and unfair to poor aluminum. The raw number ignores a ton of junk that lithium needs to function safely. I'm talking about liquid cooling systems, layers of thermal insulation, reinforced metal structure, and everything that serves to prevent the battery from literally catching fire. These things add up to 200 pounds more to the car, and all this weight is invisible when comparing density. Now, take all that out of the equation, remove the pipes, the thermal blankets, the heat sinks, and the shielding, and then see how much truly useful energy is left to move the car. In this calculation, the aluminum battery wins by a wide margin. Another thing that few people mention, the electrolyte used in aluminum batteries is a super-stable ionic liquid with a combustion point above 200 degrees Celsius. Lithium electrolyte, on the other hand, can ignite at 80 or 100 degrees C. That alone changes the game. Because it doesn't need liquid cooling or thick shielding, the aluminum battery is much lighter overall, which compensates for, and even surpasses, the so-called lower density that appears on paper. It's like comparing two athletes by muscle weight without considering that one of them runs with a bulletproof vest. This extra lightness also improves the car's overall performance. Less weight means faster acceleration, less tire wear, and greater overall efficiency. The extra energy can be used for range or to make the car move more smoothly. Furthermore, without the complexities of cooling and thermal control systems, maintenance costs also plummet. There's less that can break down. And in an electric car, that makes a huge difference. The most surprising thing is that this paradigm shift doesn't require the battery to be better at everything. It just needs to be better at the right things. If it charges faster, lasts longer, and is cheaper to produce, who really cares if it has 40 fewer miles of range? Especially when what it delivers in practical terms is longer lifespan, fuel economy, and reliability. This is one of those situations where paper accepts anything, but reality is much more generous to those who know how to look beyond the technical specifications. And we can't forget a key factor: thermal stability. Most complaints about batteries in winter have to do with lithium behaving poorly in the cold, loss of performance, slow charging, and even serious failures. Aluminum, on the other hand, remains stable even at sub-zero temperatures. This is a huge advantage for those living in regions like Michigan, Canada, or even southern Chile. And it also means that Tesla will be able to sell the Model 2 worldwide without needing to adapt the system as much for different climates. Now imagine this scene. You stop your car at a supercharger station, get out, go to the bathroom, buy a coffee, and when you return, the car already has a 100% charged battery. No need to worry about percentages. No need to check the app every 5 minutes. That's exactly what the Model 2 is bringing with its aluminum batteries. An experience that not only mimics refueling with gasoline, but surpasses it. Because it's not just about saving time. It's about giving back to the driver something that traditional EVs have stolen: spontaneity. While lithium batteries are still stuck with their long and cumbersome charging cycles, aluminum is changing the game with incredible speed. Researchers at the University of Queensland have proven that aluminum-ion cells can be recharged up to 60 times faster than lithium cells. 60. It's such a huge difference that it doesn't even seem fair to compare. In practice, this means that recharging ceases to be a logistical obstacle and becomes just a detail of the journey, like stopping at a traffic light or a coffee shop. But the magic isn't just in the speed, it's also in the consistency. Even at lower temperatures where lithium struggles, aluminum continues to deliver stable charging performance. You no longer need to worry about it being too cold to charge. You no longer need to leave home early or do mental calculations about where to stop, for how long, or at what percentage. The car simply works, the way it should have worked from the beginning of the electric revolution. This change may seem small, but it directly impacts user behavior. After all, nobody likes to wait. Waiting is annoying, irritating, and exhausting. And that's exactly what made many drivers hesitate to abandon their combustion engine cars. It wasn't a lack of power, nor even the price. It was the uncertainty of being stuck for too long, in the wrong place, in a hurry. And this silent frustration, which few could properly explain, finally has a practical solution. And it comes with the Tesla seal of approval. It's worth remembering that Tesla already dominates the fast-charging ecosystem. With a global network of superchargers, the company only needed a battery technology to match. And now that it has found that solution in aluminum, everything else falls into place. The structure is already in place. What was missing was a battery that charged fast enough to make it all worthwhile. And it has arrived. Instead of waiting for the future, drivers will begin to experience it in practice as early as the second quarter of 2026. And here's something curious. This new speed redefines what autonomy means. Because with such fast charging, having 250 or 300 miles of range makes little difference. If you can recharge in 10 minutes, the need for more miles disappears. The anxiety vanishes. And the focus shifts from how far the car goes to how much time it steals from your life. And that's the real game changer, because nobody wants a car that goes faster if it makes you wait longer. For years, the silent fear that haunted those considering buying an electric car was always the same. What happens when the battery starts to fail? Because it doesn't matter if the salesperson smiles at the dealership saying the battery lasts 8 years, if, deep down, the inevitable thought surfaces, what about the 9th year? With lithium batteries, this fear is legitimate. Most of them begin to show visible signs of degradation after 2,000 to 3,000 complete cycles. That's around 500,000 miles. It seems like a lot, but it's not so much when you consider a lifespan of 10-15 years, especially in a family car. Now let's put the Model 2 into this equation. According to Tesla's projections, the new aluminum-ion battery can withstand up to 10,000 complete cycles. That's right, 4 times more than lithium. Translating into everyday language, this represents more than 2.5 million miles before battery performance begins to decline. And yes, this calculation is already being tested in the laboratory, with repeated charge and discharge cycles under different temperature and vibration conditions, and the results, so far, are encouraging even for the most skeptical. This completely changes the role of the battery in a car. From a fragile and temporary part, it becomes a long-lasting, almost eternal asset on an automotive scale. Imagine buying a car and knowing that the battery will outlast you, your children, and perhaps even your grandchildren. For the first time, we have something that approaches an inherited asset, and this directly affects resale value. A 10-year-old car equipped with a battery that still retains 70% of its capacity will no longer be considered outdated. It will be seen as reliable, desirable, and expensive. The used car market will never be the same. Today, an electric car with 8 years on the odometer loses a large part of its value simply due to uncertainty surrounding the battery's health. Nobody wants to inherit a $15,000 problem. But with batteries that last for decades, this reality changes completely. And, as a consequence, electric cars cease to be seen as disposable products. Durability becomes a selling point, and cost-effectiveness stops being a promise. It becomes a certainty. Another interesting point: fewer battery replacements mean less industrial waste, less aggressive mining, and an even cleaner ecological footprint. In other words, it's not just your wallet that benefits, it's the entire planet. And for those who care about the future, whether of their children, grandchildren, or the planet itself, this has enormous weight. In this sense, Tesla isn't just trying to build the cheapest car. It's trying to build the most durable, the most sustainable, the most consistent, with the proposal of a new energy era. And there's another point worth highlighting: the benefits for long-term insurance and maintenance. A battery that lasts for decades drastically reduces the risk of major repairs. This directly impacts insurance premiums, extended warranties, and even financing. After all, who wouldn't feel more secure financing a car knowing they won't face a financial shock in 7 or 8 years? This kind of financial stability is extremely rare in the automotive world, and now it's within reach for anyone driving a Model 2. It's also interesting to understand how this affects the confidence of the more conservative consumer.